It is pure pandemonium in Sacramento. Sacramento Republic welcome in the Charleston Battery for the 2023 home opener here at Heart Health Park, presented by UC Davis Health. Alongside Adam Moffitt, I'm Rob McAllister. Welcome to the 2023 home opener. What an exciting night it's going to be here in the heart of California. Charleston off a 1-1 draw with Phoenix, looking to pick up more points against a Western Conference foe. However, Adam, here is Sacramento, maybe the favorites tonight, as they have a 6-1-2 advantage all time in home openers. Pair that with a 4-2 victory from a year ago in Charleston, you have to feel like they're set up pretty well.
They are, and what we saw last year against Charleston was a great victory, considering 3 days prior, Republic won that epic Open Cup semifinal against Kansas City. It was the attitude they showed in that game, and with 17 returning players, 3 of them scored in this match: Archimedes, Equal Lewis, Matt LaGrassa. But you got to keep an eye on that man. Augustine Williams up top, he knows where the back of the net is. He's a huge threat for this Charleston Battery squad, who's looking to get their first victory of the night here in Sacramento.
Looking for a big turnaround too, finishing the bottom third in the Eastern Conference. Meanwhile, Sacramento, one of the best in the West, could be a great clash. It's the home opener in Sacramento, and it's coming up next.
The fun has begun. The Apex at Red Hawk Resort Casino is now Northern California's premier family fun destination. Get your heart racing on this spectacular 3-level indoor kart track. If bowling is up your alley, there are 18 lanes of fun at the Apex, plus a mind-blowing virtual reality arcade, incredible golf simulators, and one of the best sports bars anywhere. We're taking entertainment to a whole new level. It's the Apex at Red Hawk Resort Casino.
How do you build a community that thrives? By staying active, by working and playing together, and by building strong bones and bodies with food that's simple, local, and fresh. Crystal Creamery has proudly supported Central Valley athletes and athletic programs since 2012, because when you nourish a community, the community thrives. Crystal Creamery, simple, local, fresh.
This is the look of a woman who fought cancer for years with no answers. A woman who bravely championed her own health and found a doctor who'd do the same. A woman whose ending was rewritten when she found remission. UC Davis Health. From the extraordinary to the routine, we're discovering healthy and changing real people's lives right here in the Sacramento region. UC Davis Health. Discovering healthy.
Tonight's match brought to you by UC Davis Health and by SMUD. Our Western Health Advantage players to watch. Jack Gurr picked up an assist in the win against El Paso last weekend.
Fabulous ball, perfectly weighted right across the face of the goal, and he'll love the new players he has around him, their willingness to get in the box, get on the end of those crosses he loves putting in, and hopefully he'll add to that 1 goal he's already scored.
And for Charleston, Andrew Booth did not play against Sacramento last time these two teams came out, but he's a grinder. He'll get in there and put one away as he did in the draw against Phoenix a week ago. How good can this midfield be, including with Andrew Booth here?
Does a great job in the midfield. They've got a really good balance in there with Ikaza. Chris Allen likes to win the ball a lot, and Andrew Booth has a little freedom to get forward, and and help those guys up top. So it's going to be a battle in the middle of the park.
Republic wearing their 10th anniversary all black kits here, and they'll go to a 3-4-3 of sorts. Rodrigo Lopez, Sebastian Herrera, and Russell Cicerone up top. A dynamic trio to say. Nonetheless, it's good to see how that will form over the first couple of days and weeks as the progressive goes on. But I'll tell you what, they're going to be great here tonight.
Great victory last week away in a tough place, and each game they play together, the more chemistry they'll get. Great chance tonight in front of their home fans to get off on the right foot.
And for the visiting side, it's Charleston Battery in all white. Augie Williams, we talked a little bit about him in the pregame. They've got some other key players as well. Fidel Barajas, the teenager right here from Sacramento, getting a nod for a second straight week. They've got a team that's been rebuilt here after struggled in 2022. A beautiful evening, low 60s here in the capital of California. Adam Moffat, Rob McAllister with you. It's the 2023 home opener, and it always feels great to be back at home for Sacramento. This is the club trying to build on 2022. For Charleston, they brought in a new coach. Ben Pierman comes in after leading Memphis to an incredible season. He's in here to change the path of what we saw Charleston the last couple of seasons. They've got some formula, they've got some veterans this year. It could be a formidable side. For Sacramento, you're in front of your home crowd. Adam, what do you want to see in the first 10 minutes?
Be aggressive, get that ball forward. You want to lead on the front foot, and we'll see it right from the kickoff here for the Republic.
And here we go from Sacramento. It's Charleston, it's Sacramento. And it's week 2 of the USL Championship. Along that right side, already pushing forward, is Russell Cicerone, and the flag goes up, an early foul against the Sacramento Republic. Republic with 3 points after the win against El Paso on the road in week 1. Charleston with 1 point after a 1-1 draw with Phoenix. It was Andrew Booth who scored first. And then following up to tie the game for Phoenix was Danny Trejo just 14 minutes later. A big signing for Phoenix coming over from Las Vegas. Got some time with LAFC of MLS. First game on the road for Charleston Battery. And the goalkeeper, Trey Muse. Roro has a lot of freedom from move to left or right. You'll see a lot of switching back and forth with Russell Cicerone. This ball's lofted in, going to be cut the field to Villader. Quick toe tap. The two collide going down, and the whistle comes in via referee Brad Jensen. But we see Roro maybe start on the left. He'll slide around that top part of the field, and with Russell Cicerone and Sebastian Herrera making changes throughout their attack, how difficult can that be to defend?
It's tough. You're not essentially marking a person. You know, you're marking your area if you're Charleston Battery, and Roro, Russell Cicerone have freedom to move around the field as long as they get the balance right. They can't overcommit to one side, and we see the pressure there from Sebastian Herrera.
Sebastian Herrera, new signing from Colombia, the 28-year-old, 11 professional seasons in Colombia and Ecuador. 83 goals, and what a preseason he had. Scored in nearly every single match that he appeared in for the Sacramento Republic. And it was almost disappointing for him to not score in the season opener. But you're imagining this guy will see double digits of. Meanwhile, Charleston pushing forward into the attack, and Dami Villader is going to dribble this out of the box and send it upfield to Herrera, who's being held, and Patterson able to get away with it. They'll be physical. Patterson and Archer, two veterans, 27 years of age, played more than 5 years in professional soccer. Sliding forward, Ikaza tried to break the line, looking for a chance and a striker up top. Markanik unable to get there, and here's another key player in addition, the offseason, Arnold Lopez.
And the addition of Arnold Lopez in the center of the park, what that does is allows Luis Felipe to move further up the field, and his super skill, his strength is winning the ball back. So if you can get him higher up the field, pressing defenders, defensive midfielders, that can only lead to good things for this Republic side.
And a giveaway by Sacramento here is Dotson to throw, the right back out of Illinois. Danny Vidiello, his second consecutive start, had a shutout in week 1. 3 saves on the evening against El Paso. Booth will play it back. It was the first ever road win at El Paso for Sacramento after Jack Gert found Russell Cicerone in the 42nd minute. But what you liked about that play, it was a team goal, started with Arnold in the midfield.
Winning the ball, getting Roro involved, Jack Gert seeing the opportunity, getting forward. And there was the runs into the box, Herrera, and then this man who had the final touch.
Cicerone working his way in, shoulder to shoulder, as Archer going right into Cicerone. It'll be a goal kick. And Cicerone and the rest of the crowd here in Sacramento unhappy with that call from Brad Jensen.
Should I let them know it was the right call? Probably
You'd be
not,
the bearer
right?
of bad news.
Yeah, I just get confused there. It definitely came off the back heel of Russell Cicerone on that one, but you love how he's just driving forward. A bit oblivious to it. Was I right there?
You're right. Okay. On the review.
I'll let you tell the fans then.
How about Cicerone? He had a goal last week, but he has dominated. He has played really well against Charleston Battery. His career, of course, spent the last couple of seasons with Pittsburgh in the Eastern Conference, and you look what he's been able to do in 8 matches, 2 goals, 5 assists against Charleston. Hope to see a little bit more of that magic here tonight in Sacramento. Chop down, no whistle coming for Sacramento as Rodrigo Lopez looking for a foul to go the Republic way. And this will skirt all the way to Danny Vidiello, another former Pittsburgh Riverhound. You almost got an alumni club going on with Shane Wheat and Russell Cicerone and Vidiello all playing together. This ball's played along into the pocket for Cicerone, and Leland Archer able to get there. In his 6th season with Charleston Battery, he has been a mainstay in the back line for the visitors. And Mark Briggs in his 4th season with Sacramento, looking to have further strides this year. This ball's played into the box and back out to another newcomer, Jared Timmer. Villaderes. I'll tell you what, good for Dotson. He worked hard for that offside call. That was a bit close.
Yeah, and you could see Connor Donovan, the only ball he really wanted to play was that one of you there, and he should be looking out along the line there. No need to be offside.
We're getting a look at Ben Pierman. 5 years with Memphis before coming to Charleston. The 2022 USL Coach of the Year. He was the last 2.5 seasons with Memphis 901. And is looking to turn around this Battery team. Wheat going up into the air. And as Arnold Lopez, more than 10,000 minutes in his career, earning that in a Republic uniform a week ago in El Paso. A formidable duo with Luis Felipe and Arnold Lopez as your holding midfielders. And with the addition of Arnold Lopez, what does that mean for a guy like Luis Felipe's year and his ability?
I think the more games they play, the chemistry they can build. And Luis Felipe's, we spoke about him winning the ball. He's actually been very vital, and especially in that Open Cup run last year, in the goals he's added. So freeing him up to get forward a little bit more this season enables that wicked left foot that he has. Maybe he can add to the goals he's scored. A few wonder goals as well.
Felipe, the 2021 club MVP, had 5 goals in a season in which the only year Republic have not made the postseason. This ball is flying forward. It's Herrera. Is he onside? Chested down. He's got help coming to the center of the park. He's going to play this one over the top. And just not enough on it is Declan Wynn, longtime MLS and USL veteran, able to play that nicely.
That opportunity came from, a little sloppy at the back there, Timmer, but that opportunity came from the cleverness of Sebastian Herrera up top. It's a flat run across the line of the defenders and times it perfectly, and that's how he looks so wide open. It's the run he makes prior to it.
Roro putting a little move on the right back, Dotson, and Villadair is cut down. And the home crowd hoping for a yellow to be shown to Chris Allen. Instead, it will be a foul and a reset for Sacramento. Right back to Roro. Yeah, he got the ball first.
Won't be the last time we see that from Chris Allen. He had a great game last week against Phoenix Rising. The amount of times he won the ball back and he pressed people, got up the field, and he's got great distribution, set pieces, or just with the ball at his feet. Range of passing's good, so you don't want to give him too much time and space.
One of the key players Ben Pierman wanted to bring over from Memphis from a season ago. Dotson in a bit of trouble in the corner, will get out of it, but Roro's there to get a bit of a flick on. And Arnold Lopez has no option but to go all the way back to Danny Vitiello. Gurr cutting inside, waiting for Cicerone. Cicerone cuts back with the right foot. Cicerone may go for goal. Hits the top post. Here's Rodrigo Lopez. And the follow-up is saved by Trey Muse. And that's the kind of attack this Republic fan base is hoping for in the new signing of Russell Cicerone. What a blast there. Just unlucky not to see it go in the back of the net.
That's 2 weeks in a row Russell Cicerone has found space at the top of the box and unleashed an absolute rocket, and he's inches away from that, hitting the crossbar and going straight in the back of the net.
You're right, a week ago, El Paso nearly tucked into that top corner, unable to find it. And again, you love to see the aggressiveness as Rodrigo Lopez takes a high boot from Chris Allen. And the captain is wanting a bit more. I'll tell you what, it looks like it's going to be a physical match tonight, Adam Moffat.
It will. The Battery want to come on the road. It's a long way from Charleston, South Carolina. Beautiful place, but it's a long way. And you see that challenge, Chris Allen, I told you, you'll see a lot of that.
Donovan, a bit of pressure from Augie Williams. Felipe, a bit of a heavy touch and a mistake, and Parley trying to pounce on it. Allen trying to get to his left foot. Here's a strike and denied by Donovan, and now commits the foul against Lopez, and he'll receive a booking for that. Couple sloppy plays here for Sacramento in the midfield, and coming deep there, Battery nearly pouncing on another one. And that's coming back as Allen commits a foul deemed to be a bit too much on Arnold.
Yeah, he's walking a bit of a tightrope now. That was 3 fouls in a few minutes, but you actually saw him winning the ball initially. A great pressure by Chris Allen.
And that yellow card brought to you by Office of Traffic Safety and Caltrans. First yellow of the evening.
Looks like Arnold Lopez is in some pain there. His left ankle was caught as he was trying to break free from the challenge. But Chris Allen has to be careful now. A huge part of his game is winning that ball back, and as a central midfielder, you never want to get a yellow card at 11 minutes in. I played in that position, and it definitely does affect the rest of how you play.
Well, you won't have to wait long for more Republic soccer in Sacramento. The Indomitable Club will be right back at Hart Health Park next weekend to take on Southern California rival San Diego Loyal. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. That's Saturday, March 25th. Secure your tickets now by going to sacrepublicfc.com/tickets. Well, Charleston head coach Ben Pierman saying on Sacramento, well, he would say if they're not the best, they're definitely top 2 or 3 in the entire league this year. So, you know, he has come and prepped his team realizing this is not going to be an easy one on the road, and they would love to steal a point or two if possible. They can get away with 3. I think they'd be quite thrilled at the end of the day, but This Republic team trying to pick up their 7th win in home openers. Back heel from Cicerone, a little trickery on the right side there as Gurr with a back heel over the top may have hit the hand. And another yellow is shown, and this time might be to Andrew Booth.
It was.
Now, was that for
the
disagreement to have deliberate hand?
Deliberate handball. It really, he did hit it with his hand. I don't know if he meant it or not. It looked clear enough, but 2 yellow cards, 2 defensive central midfielders for Charleston Battery. 15 minutes in, almost.
How do you take advantage of your Sacramento?
Go at them. I mean, we see right here is the ball's bouncing away. I'm not too sure if you meant that, to be honest. I think just the way his arm's gone there, but these fans in here liked it.
Rodrigo Lopez serving back post. And Trey Muse athletically comes out of the 6 to make that play. And Muse with Memphis on loan from Loudoun United a year ago. You may have seen him from his time with Tacoma and San Diego, getting a couple looks against Sacramento.
Nice confident piece of goalkeeping. That's something Danny Vitiello did so well last year, is on those crosses into the box, corners, whatever it was. He came and he claimed that ball, plucked it out there, and it takes a lot of pressure off your defenders.
Taken away by Felipe. Cicerone in the attack. Cross comes low to the right foot, and it's sent away. Backline does a nice job to get back for Charleston. Republic going to put the pressure on. Gurr. Combination row inside the Bucks. Back out to Gurr. Just unable to whip that ball in. They're really trying to get those crosses. They want to get Sebastian Herrera up in the air. Select, the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit selectsportamerica.com. Select, the player's choice. Trey Muse, just 23 years of age. Had 3 saves against Phoenix in the draw. Gurr applying pressure. Last touch by Sacramento will be a throw. Key injuries, Lee Desmond and Handwalla Bawana, the new signing from Nashville out of MLS for Charleston this year. Lopez up in the air. 2 yellow cards handed out early for Charleston in the first 13 minutes of this match to Allen and Booth. Going to play this over the top, give some space for Herrera. Herrera getting inside the box, doesn't have a lot of help with him. He'll retreat to Gurr. Gurr whipping this ball back and looking for Roro! Just skirts across the face of goal. And does Sacramento keep it in? Dami Villader doing a nice job to keep this play alive for the Republic. Lopez. A little flick on from Rodrigo Lopez. Just a bit unlucky. Sacramento hoping for another handball, and a heavy challenge coming in from Arnold Lopez. And they foul at a reset for Charleston Battery.
It's a good ball in. Herrera initially holds the ball up really well. It didn't have any support, and Jack Gurr with the delivery. I think Roro's trying to get this on target, and it's glanced away. We saw him score a brilliant header on that end of the field last year, and it's not something you usually associate with him, but if he can make those late runs in the box, maybe we'll see more of that this year.
It's one of the targets for the offseason was Sacramento going after guys who could get up in the air. I don't think they wanted their veteran midfielder being the one to get on the head of it for a majority of the opportunities, but they'll take it when they can get one. And you love to see the interchanging between Herrera, Cicerone, and Lopez already trying to figure out that chemistry. And it's it's already building on just even from a week ago.
And the player to watch we mentioned last week, from last week, was Jack Gurr heading into this game. The deliveries from out wide, and we've seen it already. He's going to love having a few other options in the box this year, and I really do think those stats are going to go up for him. Hopefully more goals, the assists. Got one already on the season.
Played back to Vitiello. The left foot, trying to dart it through. Markanek getting some space. Markanek to the left foot. He's going to play it out wide to a teammate. Here comes a strike, denied by Vitiello as Fidel Barajas, the Sacramento native, nearly puts one in the back. And then he's familiar playing here as an academy player. Spent his youth growing up in the Northern California area, played with San Jose, and nearly gets the game's first goal in the 19th minute.
It was a good save by Vitiello, kind of making up for his initial blunder with the left foot, trying to get that ball clear. That's twice it's come to his left-hand side, and he's not really found a teammate. And he'll be thankful he got the save there.
That ball gets all the way through, and it will be a goal kick for Sacramento.
Thought it was going to hit the corner flag there for a second, didn't you?
Perfect. Talked about Ben Pierman's job to return this team to the postseason, third from the bottom of the Eastern Conference a season ago. And what was more troubling about the team is that they had opportunities. They could score. It was their defense that was woeful, with 77 goals allowed, the second worst in all of USL Championship, just behind Atlanta United, who gave up 85. And if you look at some of the signings they brought in here, defensive-minded guys with experience at the highest levels of soccer, and see if they can continue the scoring prowess. And here's another look at a set piece coming for Charleston Battery. And here's Emilio Icaza. Last couple seasons with RGV, 7 goals, 6 assists in 50 appearances with the Texas club. And he stands over this one.
Tammy Villader's in an important spot here. He's in line with the front goal post, and he's got to block any balls going in that gap.
Back play to the middle. Here's a chance, and it skirts through. And it's A.J. Patterson who gets on the board first for the visiting side, and Charleston has a 1-0 advantage early in the first half of play.
Powered that in. Patterson initially, Sacramento gets it clear enough, but it's on the follow-up. Players lose their marks, and Patterson just whips his neck. And Barajas, who's the one that just puts it back in a dangerous spot. The ball skips in front of Vitiello, can't do anything about it. 1-0 at the Battery, great start for them.
Come on the road, a big-time goal, and that's the way they are trying to play this year. See if they can figure out set pieces, 2 for 2 in terms of scoring when they get an opportunity to line up properly.
And last week was the same. It wasn't from the initial set piece. It was keeping it alive, players getting open.
Yeah. Sacramento's got to get this crowd into a packed house here at Hart Health Park. Russell Cicerone nearly got the game's first, just kissed off that top crossbar as Wheat looking to dribble through. But it's Charleston Battery who gets on the board first. And now Timmer moving to the attack. And he is run over by Augustine Williams. How about Augustine Williams? All-League second nomination a year ago, 16 goals, 3 assists, and a well-deserved nod after a splendid season for the striker. A guy who bounced around a little bit, started with Portland, went to LA, then San Diego. Seemed like he really couldn't find a home. He didn't quite fit in. I'll tell you what, it seems like he's fitting in really well with Charleston. And this ball skirts right through. Well done combination, bumming through. Here's Herrera finding Cicerone. And Battery able to break it up. Trey Muse was hoping for offside there, but Sacramento, they're relentless. They've had the possession here. Can they now take advantage of it?
Jack Gurd got himself in a really good spot on that right-hand side, and Herrera opted to try and find Cicerone. But it's good to see that there is options going forward here.
Luis Felipe battling with Icaza. Icaza able to take it away, and now it's Augustine Williams. This one's just bouncing all kinds of ways. Declan Wynn into some space for Allen. Barajas again, gets to the end line. It'll stay in play. And the youngster, just 16 years of age, one of the most talented players in USL. Spent some time on the national teams of the United States and Mexico. This ball's now played to Herrera. Herrera on his wheels, as is Archer, and Archer sends it into the stands. Well, Paco Craig leads Miami FC to Kentucky to face Josh Winder and the reigning Eastern Conference winners, Louisville City FC. Don't miss the start of the season, USL, ESPN, May 13th. Ball right back for Sacramento, and what a strike from Lopez as it sails over the bar. Last touch by Charleston Battery, and it'll be a corner kick brought to you by Atlas Disposal.
This corner kick brought to you by Atlas Disposal.
He caught that well enough, Arnold Lopez. Just taking a little flick off Chris Allen, I believe. And the resultant corner is kept alive. Jack Gurd on that right-hand side.
And blocked again, another Atlas Disposal corner kick for Sacramento.
This corner kick brought to you by Atlas Disposal.
Republic looking to answer back on a set piece. Charleston able to get one in. And now the crowd stomping their feet on the metal bleachers here at Heart Health Park. Home opener for the Republic. This one's driven well. Here's a chance for Herrera, bouncing around. Still in the box, and is able to get it away and escape without harm. Charleston. And they'll look for one more chance here, but this one sails too far. But right there on the doorstep, just unable to put it through, and Charleston able to escape unscathed. Registration for Republic FC summer camps and clinics now available. In addition to lifelong memories, each camper will take home a ticket to an upcoming match and a ball. For more information, visit sacrepublicfc.com, camps and clinics. And we'll just play this out, as Mark Koenig was the intended target. Mark Koenig, highly touted out of Northern Illinois, drafted by FC Cincinnati, made 11 MLS appearances and then went down to FC2. But 16 goals in college and All-American selection. And Charleston feels like they have found a really good piece here on this right side in their 2023 season to pair with Augie Williams. They're lofting this one forward again to Herrera. Herrera, and the flag goes up. And he is taken down and holding that left knee a bit slow to get up. Mind you, all injury stoppage are brought to you by Saha Float Spa here in 2023. Battery goal coming in the 22nd minute. Here's Trey Muse, 32 appearances, 8 shutouts in 2022 with Memphis 901. Wynn trying to play this over the top. And Connor Donovan wanting a flag to go up for offside for Augustine Williams. And it's played right back. Good chance here for Charleston, stepping through. Ikaza there, turning again, looking for an opportunity. Markanik, he'll play it out wide. This is going to and find Dami Villader, who will concede. Yep, he keeps it in play, well done. And that last touch by Augustine Williams. What a fantastic job by the Spaniard to maintain possession for Republic. His growth in 2022 was something special to watch. And you could just see as the months rolled along, solidifying himself in that winger position. Booth able to get there. The ball stays in play. Markanik showing a bit of skill. Augustine Williams going shoulder to shoulder here with Wheat. And it will be Sacramento.
Charleston Battery not letting Republic get out of this corner. From the throw-in, it's always the hard thing is getting from that left back position. How can you get that ball to the other side? Can you find someone like Jack Gurr? And a lot of the time it's just that throw down the line and someone trying to get creative, get it out the other way.
Dotson and Herrera jostling over here, and nice job by Herrera to get a head on it. Cicerone is trying to break. Bodies coming together. Sacramento looking for a foul, but Lopez is going to send it to Cicerone instead. What a ball. This will skirt through Gurr. Jack Gurr into the middle of the park. Has Herrera. Looking for Herrera. He'll take it himself. Just trying to find the angle. I think A.J. Patterson did enough to close that lane. But what an effort from number 9, Sebastian Herrera, to start that play. And unfortunate not to get a good look on goal for Sacramento.
Yeah, I spoke about how you could get it from the left back spot to that right spot where Jack Gurr was, and took a few challenges, a little bit of fortune, and I think it just in the end up the execution from the weaker left foot of Jack Gurr just slightly off.
Villader dangerously back to Vidiello. 30 minutes gone by here in Sacramento. It's Charleston Battery with the early advantage.
That's not how Aurora wants to be receiving the ball in the air there. Republic have had a lot of success when they've been able to find the feet of Sebastian Herrera, and then he's dropping it off to those players underneath him, and then the runs are coming from a little bit deeper. So those center backs have got to be looking for that. Can they find his feet or his chest?
Pressure coming from the back from Emilio Ikaza. Roro, quick tap. Out wide to Gurr. Peeling away is Cicerone. Gurr driving this ball, looking for Herrera. Herrera gets up, takes a deflection. Should be off of Charleston Battery there. And Herrera and the rest of the end stands there, making their displeasure known to referee Brad Jensen. And that gives us a chance to give you a word from the California Department of Transportation.
Why do you do it? You ignore the signs and the flashing lights.
My mom is out there. That's my dad in that truck.
Slow down.
How would you feel if that was your dad? Be alert.
Be work zone alert.
Trey Muse taking his time. Tell you what, sometimes those antics get the crowd into it, don't they? Look at Cicerone being held, staying up on his feet. Finds Villader in the channel. Villader going against Dodson. Dodson, a little bit of shove. Not enough for Brad Jensen. Telling both players to get on up, and now it's McKernick, and Lopez is given yellow as take a look at what Russell Cicerone was able to do. Tugging on his shirt, kept it going, and then this was a little bit of contact just outside the box.
And Luis Felipe, I believe, was the one to receive the yellow card as he's chasing back on Marcanic. And yeah, that is definitely not a foul. That's a tough yellow card to take, and it's good play by Marcanic, just getting open, driving with the ball, but yeah, he fell on his own accord. And I don't think he was trying to dive either, to be honest. I don't think you're right. I think he was just going down. He realized he overran the ball.
Caught a lucky break there. Third yellow card, first for Sacramento. Luis Felipe. Look at this for Roro, finding space, Herrera. Flag, you gotta be kidding me, no way. I don't know, Adam. I don't know. That was awfully close. It looked like Herrera had just gotten a step. What do you think? He was off to the races.
It is close. I think he was just slightly off as the ball's released. And you see, it's a great idea.
Yeah, you're right. Just, man, that was close. Well done by the linesman to get it right that time.
For once, right?
I would say for once.
No, it's a tough job. And
it's a really tough job. Plays it through a bit too heavy for Dodson, and it will be a goal kick for Danny Vitiello. And here's the thing, when you have games like this, it's been physical too. And you know, you're gonna take some chances, and Herrera is gonna try to stretch that field. And they're keeping a close eye. Roro and cut off by Booth. Luis Felipe doing what he does best, getting his feet into the mix, and Ikaza is able to earn the whistle. But now, Brad Jensen's whistle starting to go a bit more. These teams going at it. This is the type of USL Championship I think we've started to see throughout the years. It's physical, the pace is up. I mean, this is night in, night out now. This isn't going to be every few weeks here and there. Ikaza finds pressure, gives it up. Felipe. Scott Cicerone being held from behind. And Luis Felipe is given a yellow, and that's his second, and he is now out of the game. It looked like a high hand hit Ikaza. Ikaza goes down. It just changes the complexion of this match in a heartbeat.
Well, we need to get another look at that one. You'll get a closer look here. And the replays, Luis Felipe is breaking away. And that's really, really tough. Two yellow cards from Luis Felipe. He did feel the contact from Ikaza from behind. And he does put a little arm out there, but not much contact. And
Ikaza grabbing as well. So where do you, is it just who sees what at what time? That's unfortunate, because now Sacramento's down to 10 men. Mark Briggs trying to talk to the fourth official, Robert Fizence, and saying, look at the replay. How come we're the only one getting charged here? And so Luis Felipe's night is over. We talked about Chris Allen. He had to be careful. Well, within a span of 3 minutes, Luis Felipe is now out of this match and heading to the locker room. The Republic are down to 10 men.
For a guy who's got an enormous amount of yellow cards in his career, I think those might be two of the softest he's received. And
well, one wasn't even a foul, and they're likely to review. They're probably going to be rescinded, as is probably going to be Andrew Booth's yellow card. And the crowd letting it hear it in Sacramento. The Republic down a goal after the 22nd minute header by AJ Patterson on a set piece from Fidel Barajas. And now Republic left to try to find a way with 10 men and about an hour to go.
Definitely changes the dynamic here tonight for Republic. It's gone from the 3 points to can we at least salvage a point here whenever you're down a man and you're down a goal at the same time.
So things are getting chippy now. You see frustration from Sacramento. Mentality-wise, what do you want to see from the home club?
You can't lose your head, and you saw Roro a little bit right there lashing out. You just have to be careful. It's been many a game where you've seen the team with 10 men have the right attitude, the team up a goal, up a man, a little bit lax, and
Well, especially you guys got like Russell Cicerone and Sebastian Herrera up top.
Plenty of time left in this game as well.
So formation-wise, what do we see from Sacramento?
You'll probably see Roro drop a little bit deeper. They'll still have the three at the back. And then Arnold Lopez, Russell Cicerone, Roro have to make sure they're going to be helping Arnold Lopez in the center of the park a little bit more.
And it may change the game plan for Mark Briggs in terms of substitutions. We'll have to keep an eye on that. What a header from Herrera, finding Cicerone. He's trying to go one-on-one, broken up by Patterson. And you're right, when you talked about it, you have Booth and Allen also with a yellow card tonight. So those two will have to also be careful. Ball over the top, looking for Gurr, making a run, 2 straight on, and it's easy enough for Trey Muse. Crystal Creamery has been building strong bones and bodies with the freshest dairy from the Central Valley since 1901, taking pride in delivering dairy you can trust. Grab a glass and taste how fresh local can be. Simple, local, fresh. Played off of the leg of Villader. It'll be a throw for Charleston. Republic down to 10 men after consecutive yellow cards handed to Luis Felipe. Into the left side, ball whipped in. Here's a chance for Augustine Williams, broken up by Sacramento. Nicely done by Wheat. And now Cicerone trying to maybe break free here. It's hard when you see shoving and why is one equal and one is unequal to another. It's really difficult, especially when one is a red card ultimately and sends it off.
Yeah, and it really does change the complexion of the whole game. And that's the toughest part. I've been in that situation. I've received enough red cards myself, and most of them you'd say were warranted, but I definitely do feel for Luis Felipe. There was maybe a couple mine weren't. The rest just didn't like me.
Yeah, they're out to get you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's sometimes reputation. This one, I think it got physical early. I think Brad Jensen trying to settle it down a little bit and see where this one can go. A lot of time left for Sacramento. Far from over, as you know. All you need is a chance or two.
And at halftime, Mark Briggs will have a look at the formation. Naturally, with the 3-5-2, sometimes you look at possibly taking one of the back three out, going with 2 at the back. You obviously leave yourself a little susceptible to giving up another goal there, but you're giving yourself the opportunity to get more players in the attack.
Wheat was trying to spring someone forward. And here's a challenge coming in strong as Trey Muse was out of his box, slides back in, and Herrera is now down and out, holding on to an ankle. And looks like he'll pop back up into play, but good hustle from number 9. Those can be close too. There's a lot of protection for goalkeepers these days. Patterson with the lone goal in the 22nd. I guess if you're Charleston, you probably want to make this a pretty boring, uneventful game.
Yeah, best way to do that is keep the ball.
A foot race between Williams and Donovan. Donovan pushing Augustine Williams into the corner. And maybe a bit of a frustration foul there for Sacramento.
Augie Williams, a strong boy. He's holding that ball, and
you had him pinned though, right?
Yeah, linesman right there sees it, gives the free kick. It's another chance for Charleston Battery to get a dangerous ball in the box. Republic have to make sure they stick to their man.
Full time between Miami and New Mexico, and United with the victory. Pittsburgh winning big against Memphis 3-1. A set piece here for Charleston Battery. A lot of jostling happening inside the 6. This ball's driven an in-swinger, headed high and over, and probably not intended by Herrera to send it that way, but breaks it up nonetheless. It will be another Atlas disposal corner kick. Fidel Barajas will be 17 on April 5th in a homecoming of sorts for the youngster. And is listed as a top 5 player in the United States for youngsters by Top Drawer Soccer. This one's lifted high and long, trying to get something going, and it will be Vidiello to see it behind his net. A lot of promise for Barajas still, just a 16-year-old. Roro from Cicerone, not struck well. Just able to pick it right underneath the booth. Skies it a bit high, but Republic turn it into something. It'll be Charleston instead. Barajas, cross comes in, a bit deflection. Turning and trying to burn one up at the upper corner was Markanek, and it was last touched by Sacramento into the Atlas disposal corner kick, and it will be 3 minutes of stoppage time here in the first half of play.
Great control by Markanek, and look for a second like that was firing right into the top corner.
Chris Allen has a bit of room just beyond the circle, and that'll be too much, and a goal kick for Danny Vidiello. Republic looking to build on their 4th place finish a year ago, and of course the magical run of the US Open Cup. And a lot of the offseason conversation has been about earning hardware here in 2023. Coming up at the half, we're going to speak with WellSpace Health CEO Dr. Jonathan Porteas and the new patch on the Republic uniform. Good pick here from Roro. Cicerone, bit of space. Cicerone with a left-footed strike, and it's into the stands. Man, is he deadly. Either foot, you got to be on the lookout for Russell Cicerone. Nearly tying this game at the end of the first half.
Good play by Roro, wins it back, and then straight away sees Cicerone's run. Kind of caught in 2 minds here. Great connection with that left foot of his, but Trey Muse might have had that covered. He was sprawled all the way over to that side, and he's going to take his time with this goal kick, trying to eat as much of that clock as possible and try and get his team into the half. 1-0 up.
Cicerone smacked the crossbar first 15 minutes of this match. Nearly the first goal of the game, and then the response a few minutes later from Charleston. Lopez looking to a straight ball for Herrera. Villader collecting. The halfway mark, probably the last opportunity for Sacramento. Good move by Dami. Cicerone looking for a bit of space, has Villader, and it's taken low and put out of play, and it will be one less chance here for Sacramento at the half. Cicerone trying to weed this one through. And Villader goes down.
Yeah, it's a knee right in the...
You don't want to say it, yes. That's brutal. Crowd comes out to boo again. It's been a contentious 48 minutes here in Sacramento. It led to a double yellow to Luis Felipe. Sacramento now screaming for a handball. The whistle will come, but not the one they're wanting, and that will signify the end of the first half of play. And the crowd here a bit upset, to say the least, Adam Moffitt. So as you go to the break here, what do you want to hear if you're Mark Briggs? You're talking to these players, kind of the response. What are you saying to them at halftime?
Game's not over. It's only 1-0. There's an opportunity to come out. They've created some chances. They can still get back in this game.
AJ Patterson with the game's lone goal in the 22nd, an assist by Fidel Barajas. Getting his first the 2023 campaign. Still plenty of time to go. We've got a full halftime show for you. Here at the break, it's the Battery with the 1-goal advantage on the opener here at home for Sacramento in 2023.
The fun has begun. The Apex at Red Hawk Resort Casino is now Northern California's premier family fun destination. Get your heart racing on this spectacular 3-level indoor kart track. If bowling is up your alley, there are 18 lanes of fun at the Apex, plus a mind-blowing virtual reality arcade, incredible golf simulators, and one of the best sports bars anywhere. We're taking entertainment to a whole new level. It's the Apex at Red Hawk Resort Casino.
This is the look of a little girl with big dreams, but only one last hope. A girl whose organs were shutting down as she was growing up. A girl who finally found her spotlight when she found her specialist. UC Davis Health. From the extraordinary to the routine, we're discovering healthy and changing real people's lives right here in the Sacramento region. UC Davis Health. Discovering healthy.
At SMUD, we're committed to zero carbon by 2030. We're creating more energy from renewable resources, reconfiguring our power plants to improve air quality, electrifying our fleet, greening our buildings, and accelerating clean energy with our first grid-scale battery farm. The Clean Power City movement is happening. For 37 ways you can join the charge, visit cleanpowercity.org.
There you are, sir. What's up to you?
Sacramento Republic is brought to you by Modelo and Western Health Advantage and Red Hawk Resort and Casino. And welcome back here at Heart Health Park. Rob McAllister with you, and I have a guest, Dr. Jonathan Porteous from Wells. Hey. And so happy to have you here. We're going to talk a little bit about WellSpace Health and how you're involved here. Now we have a new patch on the Republic uniform, so tell us all about that.
That's great, yeah, 988. It's the National Suicide Prevention and Mental Health Crisis Line, 988. It's that simple. It's 24/7, it's a lifeline nationally. We have had the honor of running this for the last 70 years in this region. We cover the whole state, a lot of rollover from the rest of the country. But in July, the 988 number went nationwide. And what just moves me is that not only are we representing that here in our community, but every away game, 17 times in this season, we're going to go out there and people are going to see the number they know in every part of the country.
That's great. And so personally, how did you get involved? Why do you think this is important to have on a patch? I mean, this is pretty groundbreaking.
Well, you know, the players are legitimate in a lot of people's eyes. They're looked up to, they're admired. And for them to represent that it's okay to have feelings, it's okay to reach out for help, that's phenomenal.
we look back 5-10 years ago, we weren't having these conversations on a national level. What role has maybe even COVID changed things, or just the way that sports in general, it's no longer a, oh, just forget it, bury it, don't talk about it. I mean, we started with water. We drink water. It's healthy. It's almost as vital as that, right, to have these conversations.
Yeah, it is. And I think that we know that we optimize a team by addressing people's mental health, and we optimize our communities in the same way. And we know when there's neglect, there's not enough mental health service. We know when people are not reaching out. Again, your players are role models. You know, the Republic players are role models. And for them to be out there showing this is incredible.
When you look at it, you say, well, we could do this anywhere, but I'm sure there is those who don't feel like they have someone to turn to. And so this maybe puts it in their back of their mind that, hey, I can reach out for something. Right?
Yeah, this number is for everyone.
Yeah.
It's not a WellSpace Health thing. It's not a Republic thing. It is the national lifeline, 24/7. It's been there forever, and it's going to be there forever. 988. It's there for everyone.
Well, we really appreciate you stopping by. We're excited to have it on the kit. I mean, it's one thing to have various sponsors, but to have something that really can change a life, and many of those a part of that life, it's just fascinating. So we're really excited to see this move forward, and we'll hope that we continue to do great work throughout the rest of the year.
It's going to be marvelous, yeah.
All right, thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
Dr. Jardine Porteous from WellSpace Health, and we'll have more on the halftime show coming up right after this.
Get ready to wave the flags. Get ready to bang the drums. Get ready to light the smoke. Get ready to shine.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
For over 75 years, we've witnessed moments that will last forever. Records and trophies, firsts and onlys, game-changing innovations. From the heroes we admire to the joy of watching them play. Our history defines us, inspires us, and pushes us into the future. Celebrating 75 years of changing the game. Puma, forever faster.
Get ready to wave the flags. Get ready to bang the drums. Get ready to light the smoke. Get ready to shine.
Welcome back to Heart Health Park. It's halftime, Charleston, Sacramento, and it's the Battery with a 1-goal advantage as we're here at the break, Adam, and contentious 45 minutes already. Yellow cards, a send-off for Luis Felipe, unfortunately. It's been physical, and I guess it's going to way it's going to go. Let's take a look at our USL news and notes as we take a look around the league. It's a lot of home openers here to begin the 2023 season, especially here for Sacramento. But some key guys, Joshua Widner getting a call up, U.S. men's national team U20, And of course, we haven't mentioned this quite yet, but the transfer of Douglas Martinez to Indy 11.
That's a tough loss. Douglas, expected him to have a big year last year. When he was involved last year, he was lots of energy, and it's a good acquisition for them and for the Republic. He was a good player for us in that short tenure he had.
6 goals, 4 assists in all competitions. Of course, played some key moments in the U.S. Open Cup run as well. So this is a guy that I know was hard to say goodbye to. He was a great member of the Republic. He will be missed, but best of luck to Douglas Martinez in Indianapolis. Here is our USL Team of the Week, and Russell Cicerone making the bench, but another key guys, how about Dixon for Monterey? I think he had a first hat trick of his career, I believe.
First hat trick of his career, former teammate of mine.
Yeah.
He was strange, he's known as the old guy now, but he was a youngster when I played with him, and what a great start on your home debut, your debut for your club, getting a hat trick. Well done to him.
Not a bad deal, and for Monterey Bay, they're going to be a force this year. They really played well down the stretch. Here is what we got. USL on ESPN in Louisville, Miami on May 13th, and it'll kick things off Phoenix, Memphis, and then we talked about Monterey Bay and Oakland, and one of our fun Northern California rivalry matchups. Excited to see how that one will play out. And essentially, it's a long season, and it's easy to get caught up week to week. But you start getting into July, you start to understand maybe where everyone's shaking out in the season. So those will be some critical matches coming up on ESPN. So we'll have more on the halftime show here at Heart Health Park. We'll have your highlights and your stats and some thoughts on what the Republic can do with just 10 men in the last 45 with Adam Moffat. Don't go away.
Listen up. Why do you do it? You ignore the signs and the flashing lights.
Don't you see the work zone?
Seriously? Caltrans is working right there. Right next to your speeding car. My mom is out there. That's my dad's truck. That's my papa behind those cones.
So slow down.
Watch out for them. And be alert. How would you feel if that was your dad? Be alert. Be work zone alert.
This is the look of a woman who fought cancer for years with no answers. A woman who bravely championed her own health and found a doctor who'd do the same. A woman whose ending was rewritten when she found remission. UC Davis Health. From the extraordinary to the routine, we're discovering healthy and changing real people's lives right here in the Sacramento region. UC Davis Health. Discovering healthy.
How do you build a community that thrives? By staying active, by working and playing together, and by building strong bones and bodies with food that's simple, local, and fresh. Crystal Creamery has proudly supported Central Valley athletes and athletic programs since 2012, because when you nourish a community, the community thrives. Crystal Creamery, simple, local, fresh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, second half about to start. We got some mini balls.
Rob has his shirt off.
Welcome back to Sacramento USL Championship play, Republic Battery. And after first 45 minutes, it is the Battery with the advantage. And let's take a look at how it went down. Started off physical. This is two veteran-led teams, each trying to make a mark in 2023 here in week 2. They got going early, and the newest addition for Sacramento, Russell Cicerone. Oh my.
Trying to double his tally on the season. He connects so well with that on his right foot and just denied by the crossbar. And the follow-up was a decent effort as well by Rodrigo Lopez. Trey Muse, right place, right time.
Set piece. This is where an opportunity has come for Charleston now, and back-to-back opportunities. Barajas just flipping this in And a great flick on there by A.J. Patterson.
Yeah, he powers that down into the ground. Vitiello skips in front of him. And this is the first yellow card for Luis Felipe, which, yeah, he can't believe it was tough. And then this is the one, I think the arm gets extended a little bit. Anytime you have someone behind you, you do. And I don't think I really don't think that's malicious at all. And it's a really tough pill to swallow. And then in the 47th minute, it shows you there's some life left.
Cicerone almost doing it again.
This time with the left foot. He's probably about a foot away from putting that and squeezing that right into the top corner. But as it stands, the big one that matters, Charleston Battery's leading 1-0. Republic, 1 red card.
Well, you do see the Republic have a lot of fight. They've got a lot of talent. They're going to be down a man, but Mark Briggs and his staff maybe go into the locker room and try to figure out a path forward here in the second half of play as the Battery come out with the 1-goal advantage. And for a team who scored a point at home against Phoenix in week 1, trying to get 3 on the road against Sacramento. As this one comes to Connor Donovan, a quick step. Into the middle of the park. They'll bring it to Declan Wynn, South African. And Chris Allen has a yellow, as does Andrew Booth for this Charleston side.
Mark Koenig trying to put his boot back on right there. That's what happens when someone steps in your foot and your laces get pulled out. You ever had that experience? You didn't get that playing basketball?
Yeah, a little flat tire.
Yeah.
It's pretty rare, though. You're not really stepping on people's feet as much as you do here.
So it messes up your whole laces, and you gotta play around with it.
So out of the half, what do you want to see here from Sacramento? Obviously, you're down 10 men. You probably can't take a lot of the chances. Your press is probably a little bit different. But the one thing we've seen with this team, especially in week 1, was their ability to quickly transition into a goal-scoring opportunity.
I just don't feel like the Battery are going to overcommit going forward. So it might limit the transition times. I think you have to get Sebastian Herrera involved a little bit more to his feet. Indecision between Viadera there and Shane Wheat.
This ball skirts away through. A good opportunity for Charleston. Played it back to Allen. Sacramento with 56% of the possession in the first half of play, but that may change with the man advantage for the Battery.
You can see Jack Gird's gone a little wandering here, and there's space where he should be for the youngster, Barajas.
Here's Barajas. Plays it through. Ikaza, central of the park, broken up. Booth playing this one to Williams. And Danny Vitiello comes away with it. Vitiello a year ago, 25 appearances, 63 saves, and 23 goals against. Roro playing it forward, and the flag will go up as Herrera unable to get back on side.
They're so close to connecting those two. That's a few times we've seen maybe just straying slightly too early, and that's the chemistry, the timing that comes from playing more games together.
Six wins, 1 loss, and 2 draws all time in home openers for the Republic. Barajas battling with Timmer, and Timmer is pushed down. It'll be a foul and a restart for Sacramento. And a nice job by the veteran to get involved. Cut in between. Timmer with Indy 11 the last couple of seasons. but not his first game at Heart Health Park, as he did play here as a member of the Reno 1868, which to me is still quite sad that they are no longer around. I thought that was just a great rivalry. It was a strong fan base and a team that was going to push you each contest, and it's unfortunate that they fell victim and had to shut the club down.
Those were fun games to play in, fun games to announce as well. Always a little added extra on the line.
Donovan. Villader, nicely done to shield away from the defender, Dotson. And Villader keeping this in play, still battling along that touch line. Augustine Williams, breakout season, 16 goals a year ago. Out comes Vidiello, is going to send that to the water park.
You did park over there, did you?
I don't know who has to go get that. I think the park's
a gift for someone out there.
Hey, it's still March. Also, I think it's too late. I think the park's closed. Chris Allen on a yellow card, as is Booth. Here's Lopez, a little bit of pressure. Charleston's going to take their time. Bench options for Mark Briggs include a guy like Zico Lewis, who shined with Charleston over 2 seasons. Was the team MVP in 2019. 19 goals in his time with the Battery. And signed with Sacramento a year ago. Came in as a sub against El Paso. This ball's played in space to Cicerone and chopped high and brings it down as AJ Patterson. Just a high leg up there. And Archer and Patterson done a nice job getting back in that line to throw at any attack by Sacramento. This one pops up high. Now it's Williams. A little gamble by the Republic. An opportunity here for Barajas. Barajas. This curling ball will be sent wide and far, but it's Augustine Williams to come back to it and retain possession for the visitors. Booth met with some resistance, finding Allen instead, and it come to the left side to Declan Wynn. Barajas again has the assist today. This one's played centrally, diving out, giving it all. Once again, Connor Donovan. Allen crossing this ball in. Danger for Sacramento. They've got to get it out of here. Win with MLS appearances with Vancouver and Colorado. Spent last year with Detroit. Villader will take this upfield. Gurr up the attack as well. Sacramento putting numbers forward here. Russell Cicerone just can't slice through, and now Augustine Williams, the flag goes up. Good holding there by Connor Donovan, and we have the game's first substitution, and it comes from Charleston Battery, who will bring in Dante Polvara, 22-year-old Scottish Premiership side on loan from Aberdeen. And Andrew Booth is out of the match, so a yellow card coming off the board for Ben Pierman. And Polvara, Georgetown University, national title as a freshman with the Bulldogs. Getting his first minutes tonight. Again, Lopez, so crafty in the midfield, making life difficult for the midfielders of Charleston. Roro cutting it back inside. So good at that first step, tried to loft this one to Herrera. Gurr's gonna let it go, and Charleston will get it out of the box, but we'll have a throw here for Jared Timmer. How about Jared Timmer's college career? 3-time college cup appearances, 16, 17, and 19. Herrera finds it at his feet. Cicerone waiting for it. Cicerone, it takes a deflection. Here comes Gurr. It's in the back of the net. Cicerone returning the favor to Jack Gurr. The athletic play by Gurr on the right side. The hustle by Cicerone in stride. Even though they're down a man, they tie the game 1-1.
They haven't looked threatening in the second half, Republic. But the quality they have in those attacking areas, it can come from nothing. And we spoke about getting the ball into Sebastian Herrera's feet. The runs off of him. Jack Gurr getting involved. And as you mentioned, Rob, he's returning the favor last week. It came from Gurr to Cicerone this week. Cicerone to Gurr. Game on.
I'll tell you what an athletic play there by Gurr. It took an awkward bounce right at the last moment in front of him and able to put his right boot on it. And it is 1-1 here in Sacramento. And the energy starting to lift at Hart Health Park. '55th minute goal for Jack Gurr. A goal and assist already in 2 weeks, and you add that to Russell Cicerone as well. This one almost felt a little bit more special just because they created something. And how about the patience from Sebastian Herrera not to try to force to do something that wasn't there. And now two players getting into it, and Jared Timmer and Augustine Williams coming face to face. Jack Gurr a year ago with 3 assists, unable to get in the back of the net. And how many near goals did we see from number 2? And it's finally good to see him get that monkey off his back, get one here at Hart Health Park in 2023. And he's off to a brilliant start.
Only the one goal for him last season with that left foot, and so to get his first here in the second game of the season is fantastic for Jack Gurr.
Well, don't miss a minute of action this season. Join the Republic and become an Indomitable member today. Visit sacrepublicfc.com/memberships for more information on the 2023 season. Herrera finding it at his feet, going against Dotson. Dotson falling. You got to be, man, that, wow. Adam, you got to be consistent in ways that guys are falling down, and there's a couple times where we've seen some phantom calls, and I think Herrera is right to be upset there.
It almost looked like Dodson, the ball just got lost behind him.
Again, when is a push or a shove equal? And I guess that's the problem with any times you want consistency. And the hard part is the Republic are still playing down a man, Luis Felipe, consecutive yellow cards within a 4-minute span. Barajas finds it at his feet. But how about Charleston, a much improved team from a year ago? Would you say from the last 45 minutes, an easy 4-2 win for Sacramento on the road a season ago? This ball's whipped in hard, back post, angling for Barajas. And Gurr will try to push him into the corner. The two will battle, and Gurr comes away with it. And it'll be a goal kick for Danny Vitiello. Even though it was 3 days after the Open Cup win, a lot of lineup changes. This is a much different Charleston team. They are stronger, they're more compact, they're physical. We didn't see this from them last year. They could score, but that's the other end of the game here, that they've really stepped it up in 2023.
Yeah, I think they'll have a good season out in the East, and they'd be disappointed they didn't win that game last week against Phoenix. They had the lead, gave up a goal similar to tonight.
Well, they had 17 shots, 9 on target.
We might be seeing some substitutes from them soon. The 16-year-old looked like he was cramping a little bit there. Barajas, after that challenge with Jack Gurr.
Sacramento has some movement as well. Roro into some space, going to put it forward for Gurr. Gurr trying to get there, and Declan Wynn able to break it up and sliding Gurr into the ad boards. There's just two competitors going at it. Roro wants the crowd up for it. An Atlas disposal corner kick here. Sacramento has turned the momentum a bit, even down a man. 1-1. AJ Patterson, the 22nd. Gurr in the 55th, and this is where it stands 60 minutes in. Driven well. There's Connor Donovan high. Still a chance, but Muse able to pluck it out of the air. So Cicerone's spectacular play against Charleston throughout his career, only getting better. Now 2 goals and 6 assists in 9 appearances. Some guys don't have numbers like that in their whole career. Out.
Are you pointing that towards me?
I am not. You had some bangers, my friend. Good combination here. A sliding ball through, and Markanek showing why he was a top draft pick in MLS just a season ago. Look at this youngster. He has got...
That's a tough technique as well when you run away from the goal. You got to close those hips, try and pull it back across yourself, and he connected pretty well with it. Just always going over the bar.
Little misread play there by Lopez and Cicerone. Were there certain teams that you just performed better for one reason or the other? Maybe it's where they played, or maybe their status in the league?
Yeah, usually the ones that just traded me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A little bit bite back?
A little payback, yeah.
Lopez, Villader closing in. Whistle comes in by Brad Jensen. And now the couple of players and some shoving. Brad Jensen didn't see it. Losing control here. So Sacramento reset. Ikaza was toying with it, and Sacramento did not take too kindly to it. I think Charleston maybe thought it was even their ball at the time. Didn't get the call. It was the first whistle that came in, but now Ikaza flying down this left side. Timmer goes in hard, but will find himself with a whistle and maybe a booking. I haven't seen this crowd this rowdy in quite some time. Foul may be warranted there, but a good piece.
Yeah,
opportunity.
It's close. Sometimes if there's a shoulder to shoulder, you're thinking it's okay, but I do think he came in a little bit too aggressively there, Jared Timmer.
I don't know if it's yellow though. Maybe.
No, maybe not the yellow. I think that's the fact that he spoke to him earlier. But it's another opportunity from a set piece here for Charleston Battery, try and restore the lead that they held for 30 minutes or so.
A 1-1 match here. They scored on a set piece in the 22nd minute. They did a similar play against Phoenix, and now they have another opportunity. This ball's kept low, a quick chance, and broken up. Dami Villader once again right on top of it. Barajas trying to thread it through. Roro. And breaking up that ball from Ikaza. And it will be a goal kick for Danny Vidiello. Are these longtime rivals that we're not aware of? This is quite a match here between these two teams here, Adam. Just the third match all time.
See what they were going for there, and Dami Villader was nice and alert on that free kick, trying to lay it off to the top of the box and get a shot.
Roro slipping and falling. Barajas tried to jump on it, but able to keep it alive. And now Alex Lopez. It's going to be Arnold Lopez. Chris Allen plays it forward. Ikaza. Heavy challenge, sliding through. Connor Donovan able to break it up.
Czech Republic really keeping their defensive shape here, allowing Charleston Battery keep the ball in their own half. That's all right. They don't want to go press, and a lot of these players have probably put in a few extra miles than they would have at this point, being down a man.
Well, Cicerone given a bit of pressure now. Comes Herrera over the top, looking into some space for Augustine Williams, peeling back to his right foot. Pulvara, Ikaza, and it's Sacramento, but not done yet. Cicerone. Ball heading around. Dodson battling with Villader. Throw for Charleston Battery. Bit of pressure from behind. Here's Williams. And not strong enough, but Sacramento, can they break? And Villader trying to get someone to take a run, and with Herrera thought he may be breaking through, and that's where the numbers start to become a little bit of an issue. You don't have that extra guy to make a run.
They do, and also, as I mentioned, these players have probably had to put a little bit more than they typically would have at the 65th minute, so that's why you have a deep bench. There's some fresh legs on there.
Well, especially early in the season. Only one substitution so far. Dante Pulvara in for Charleston Battery. Ball whipped in, back, and headed down low as Gurr and Tim are communicating well. It comes right back to Declan Wynn. And a mistake here as Sacramento will catch their breath with the throw-in. Roro stepping through. Doesn't have numbers and will need to retreat. And that gives us time to hear a word from our sponsor, the Office of Traffic Safety.
So you're out for a drink. Before that drink turns to drinks, make a plan to get home safe. Just call a friend, a cab, or get a ride share. Whatever you do, don't let drunk drive. Go safely, California.
Chance we've really seen Roro over one of these free kicks. It's not in a spot he can shoot it, but we just know how lethal he can be in terms of the delivery, and he's got a lot of big bodies up there.
He's got Donovan and Wheat in terms of height, along with Herrera. Zero win to speak of. Jack Gurr runs over it. Here's Dami Villader. Quick touch from Roro. He'll dribble it in. Back outside to Villader. This one's going to be cut back in. Out comes Herrera. And Muse and Herrera come together, and it will be a corner kick for Sacramento Republic. It's brought to you by Isles Disposal and Shane Wheat and some of the members of Charleston Battery going chest to chest.
Yeah, it was Shane Wheat actually who went up for that with Trey Muse, and he's well within his right. We speak, the goalkeepers are definitely protected a little bit more these days, but you've got to expect a little bit of contact. And another chance for this man, Roro, to put something dangerous into the box.
Right-footed in, swinging ball, back post. Here comes Wheat, here comes Donovan, bouncing around, unable to break through, and now looking to come the other way. Here comes the Charleston Battery. Allen trying to keep momentum on the counter. Quite dangerous in the box for Sacramento. Ikaza threading this one through, broken up from behind. Here's Williams, and it's denied by Timmer. And Timmer able to thwart that attack from the Charleston Battery after the set piece. Nearly found its opportunity for Sacramento, but here comes Williams again. Chance for Charleston. Hesitation. Right back, left-footed strong. And not enough for McCarnick. Marcanic a couple times this evening. We've seen him become quite a bit aggressive just outside the 18 and work his way, that time a bit off the line, but quickly we saw a good chance for Sacramento turn into an opportunity for Charleston.
It's a good move initially. It was Chris Allen who kept possession of the ball, and Mark Koenig just, again, going away from goal. Really tough to bring that ball back, try and get it on target.
Apex is now open at Red Hawk Resort and Casino with go-karts, bowling games, and much, much more. Red Hawk Resort and Casino, the official casino partner of Sac Republic FC. All right, we're in the 70th minute here. No changes yet for Sacramento. One change, Dante Polvara for Charleston Battery. But more may be coming for both sides, as Tristan Traeger getting ready to check in. Barajas back to his right foot, maybe his last play of the night. Polvara, Barajas, Declan Wynn. Barajas still with it, crossing this ball in. What a ball, what an opportunity. Connor Donovan coming up big with a stop just inside the 6.
Putting his body in the way, Connor Donovan. Mark Koenig was the one again who that ball fell to, but didn't get clean enough contact. Still did come though, the Charleston Battery.
Allen trying to draw Roro in. Over the top, Ikaza takes a chance, a bit soft and easy enough for Vidiello, who goes to ground.
We'll have a look at that chance, and it was Connor Donovan who stood strong. No, I was actually the different one. I was comfortable enough. That was comfortable enough for Vitiello. Ikaza just trying to augment his body there to try and get that across.
Sold out crowd here at Heart Health Park tonight, hoping to see their boys pull off a late goal here. It's tied at 1. Patterson and Gurr each finding the back of the net for the respective clubs. Viader, he's been active all night, trying to find some opportunities. Cicerone trying to break this up. Republic have got to get back in transition here, as Charleston Battery, don't forget, still have numbers, as they are up a man after Luis Felipe sent off with 2 yellow cards. Win back to Allen. Ikaza will collect. Put a few moves on before deciding to go down the spine. Polvara, right side to Dotson. Dotson collecting just outside. A hard-driven ball up in the air. Goes Danny Vidiello to make the stop.
Sting in the palms of Danny Vitiello. Comfortable enough for him. But they haven't tested Danny Vitiello enough, the Charleston Battery, being up a man for as long as they have. And the flag's a little bit late on that run from Augie Williams, and we will see substitution here for Charleston.
Tristan Traeger out of San Clemente down south will replace Fidel Barajas. So the youngster from Sacramento, with a pretty good shift tonight, has the game's first assist after finding A.J. Patterson on a set piece. Traeger with 8, Atlanta United 2 a season ago, had 8 goals, so a good late substitution for Ben Pierman, is a guy who could really score. 47th overall pick by Atlanta, but did not feature in an MLS match, but surely has some talent. With Augustine Williams, you've added a big pace up top. Looking for Herrera here, shielding a bit, Gurr. And this one's still loose. Really up for anyone. It will be Sacramento on the throw. And with Douglas Martinez being transferred to Indianapolis, this number 17 for Sacramento, Luther Archimed, who we've got to know pretty well in 2022, excuse me, has an opportunity in 2023 to really make a name. 6 goals, 3 assists a season ago. And what you liked about him is he just brings energy, and he's learned the game, he's getting better at it, and his finishing, if it can continue to improve, he could be a formidable striker. As is a shove out of play. It will go to Charleston.
Luther's going to be pressing the back line of Charleston for the remainder of 15 to 20 minutes that remain, and he just makes a lot of things happen. He puts you in a tough position. They're asking for the handball there.
And the out of play. And Ikaza's still down, and the officials award Charleston the throw. At Elk Grove Charter School, we believe nobody succeeds alone. Come see what a flexible education can do for you. Now accepting applications for your student 2023-2024 school season. Call, head to the website, follow them on social. And Ikaza is limping. Republic will face San Diego at home a week from tonight, 7 o'clock. Meanwhile, Charleston will host the Tampa Bay Rowdies. And they'll play on. Arnold Lopez in the middle of the field again. Cicerone. Nice job by Polvara. Polvara's got his feet in the right spot, coming through on some tackles. Villader into that corner. Dodson trying to push him in there and able to take it away, and Villader just running over Dodson, kind of baiting him into it. Lopez putting the pressure on now. Sacramento. See if they can force a turnover. Connor Donovan wants an offside, and the flag comes up, and he'll get it. Tampa Bay in the opener playing to a 1-1 draw with Indianapolis. Roa trying to earn the foul, a little bit too soft, won't get it. Marcanic puts this right in the place in stride of Traeger. Traeger down low, it goes, crossing the face of Danny Vidiello and skirts all the way through as he didn't have a runner on the back post. Traeger with a bit of breakaway speed here. It adds a dual threat up top for Charleston.
Yeah, and Sacramento don't look like they're content with the 1 point here. They feel they can get another in this game. Just got to be careful. It's a breakaway speed that you have with Traeger now added to that. And here goes Cicerone.
And quite close, peeling away was A.J. Patterson. Tampa Bay tonight, they're down at goal to Orange County. Just trying to get their first win. San Diego will face Phoenix tomorrow afternoon. Archimed. And Luther can't believe it. And Rodrigo Lopez has been shown yellow for dissent. Tell you what, seems like both teams are just quite unhappy with Brad Jensen. And that is the 6th yellow card handed Allen and Booth for Charleston, and Felipe with 2 for Sacramento. Timmer and Roro for Republic. 80th minute here for Republic. Kaza, Roro. Just such a crafty veteran still, isn't he? Just doesn't look any older. And Archimed just trying to peel away there, and Cicerone and Archimed getting their first real connection of the season. Roro.
And you wouldn't think Sacramento's played down a man this whole second half. It's a credit to the attitude that we spoke about coming on in the second half. Are they going to have the right attitude? And they certainly have. They've got themselves back in this game. Going into the last 10 minutes, they've left themselves an opportunity to still, I'd say, still 3 points at this stage.
Yeah. Traeger again, it's Vidiello to come out smartly for that one. Just a well thought out effort by Danny Vidiello there. As you've seen, Traeger's got some breakaway speed. You don't want him facing in on goal. He's been shown he can score in this league. Declan Wynn. 3 goals, 8 assists a year ago, and 22 appearances from that left back position with Detroit. And Gurr will concede the throw. I think Arnold Lopez really impressed us in week 1. And he continues just to do a lot of the dirty work in a solid manner. But what you like about him is not only is he breaking up plays, he's looking forward. He's looking to get his teammates up into the attack.
Yeah, it provides a good link between the back line and the midfield and the forwards. He's comfortable on the ball.
Luis Felipe, 2 yellows in the first half, within 4 minutes of each other. And Sacramento have been down a man ever since the 36th minute. Villader, it has it broken up. Emilio Icaza spent some time in Austin, also played with Reno 1868. Trey Muse, one of those goalkeepers that Seattle had their eye on early, signed a homegrown contract. Got valuable minutes with Tacoma, but just never made the leap up to the first team. Now has worked away around the USL, and now a complete opposite coast in South Carolina. Ball played forward. Look at Arnold Lopez. Again, given all that he has with Luis Felipe out, he's had to play almost 2 roles this entire hour plus. And he's a little bit slow to get up, and you might have to make a change here. Roro right back. Villader. Villader looking for a gap, finding Cicerone just inside the box. Plays it down low. Archimed! And missed it left. Another great team opportunity in Luther Archimed with a golden chance to put that one away.
What a glorious chance that was to take the lead here, and it comes from Cicerone once again on that left-hand side, and
smacked the post. It looks.
I went behind. It didn't hit the post. It was the pull behind, and he has to hit the target there. That's what you come into the game. You come into the game to score a goal, and he makes a great run. Luther Archimed, it's reward yourself. Do that final part, and that's brilliant. That would be. And we'll see the Scotsman Robbie Crawford coming in.
He'll replace Emilio Icaza. Crawford played a couple of matches with Monterey Bay before returning to Charleston. And Sacramento will take an opportunity here to bring a couple of subs, as well as a foul out on the left wing. It'll be Matt LaGrassa and Keko into this match. Keko making his debut on the year after found himself on the injured list in week 1. Did not travel to El Paso. Gurr battling with Wynn. Can he get there? Tries to keep it in play, and it's just over the line. So Jack Gurr, who has the game-tying goal right now, will be replaced by Keko. And Matt LaGrassa comes into the match, and he'll take the place of Arnold Lopez, who has impressed in front of this home crowd once again. And I'll tell you what, if you can get these night in, night out performances from Lopez, it'll be quite a season. But look at this, Jack Gurr just putting it right on target under the legs of Trey Muse. And this is the game-tying goal in the 55th minute, and that is where we stand.
Sacramento switching up the formation a bit here. They're going to go 4 at the back. Jared Timmer's going to right back. Dami Viadere to the left. You'll see Keko operating on that right-hand side. Cicerone on the left.
Nice job there by Luther Archimed. Cicerone dumping it off. One ticket striker to make a run.
It's just the timing of the runs from Luther Archimed. We saw in the first half Herrera flattening out his run to make it in behind, and just slightly off. And it's just tough as a teammate to read when the right time to play the ball like that. Run from Augustine Williams.
Williams driving this ball back post. And it will sail out of play, and a throw for Sacramento here on the home side. And Republic will have at least one more substitution here. As Roro goes down. So the man who was a key part of this Charleston Battery team with 19 goals, 18 assists, and 73 appearances is set to check in to the match late here from Mark Briggs' side and Zico Lewis. Can the Republic find a late goal here after going down 10 men in the 36th minute? Great chance from Cicerone to Luther Archimed just a few moments ago. Would have capped off a brilliant win here for the Republic, but still time left in this match.
Again,
plays
he's gone
it forward.
too early, Luther Archimed. He's offside if that ball gets to him. The idea, you see the spaces there, but the timing of the runs just needs to be a little more patient with those. And here come the battery up the other end.
You have some dual threats in Williams and Traeger. And Markanek even has had a couple of nice looks, back heel, no one making a run. And Nick Markanek again has been a threat all night. I mean, you look at MVP, of course, AJ Patterson got the goal. Barajas played well, but Markanek to me has been the biggest threat in the Charleston Battery side.
Yeah, he starts on that right-hand side, and he likes to drift inside with that left foot. Create some opportunities, but goal from Patterson, the one earning his team a point right now.
Timmer, nicely done. Keko getting a touch on it. Timmer finding Roro. Keko working his way in, trying to find a slot, looking for a runner now.
That's exactly what he's thinking about there, Keko, and just gets too much on it. The ball drifts over the end line, and
Substitution in the 89th minute. Leave the match, number 11, Russell Cicerone.
So Russell Cicerone with the assist to Jack Gurr out of the match, and it's Zico Lewis. 26 years of age. Has 30 caps with the Bermuda men's national team. He's a player, and we saw spurts of it last year, and I think Mark Briggs is hoping just for another breakout campaign. You look at the past numbers, you know this guy has one of the abilities to be the best in the league, and really he has put Charleston on the spot, put them on the map in terms of garnering a lot of attention the last couple of years in the East Conference, but he came here with high hopes in 22, but 23 he's hoping to go higher.
Charleston Battery really missed him last year, the creativity and was what the Republic had hoped they'd gained, and it just wasn't to be for Zico, but he has an opportunity this season to build on that.
Keko, what a year he had. That ball's broken up by Robbie Crawford.
That's a dangerous tackle. Robbie Crawford, anytime you kind of scissor those legs a little bit, you got to be careful. And he did get the ball for sure, but he's gone through the back of Keko there. You see that trailing leg, it's a bit dangerous.
Keko, 5 goals, 5 assists in 2022.
And I remember his home opener here last year.
It's the 3rd goal against El Paso in the win. Zico breaking free. And Dotson is there. The two battling along the edge. Dotson able to win this one, but Zico not giving up. He's got fresh legs. Can he use them to will this Republic team, which is a couple of minutes left in this game? 4 minutes of stoppage time here at Heart Health Park between the Battery and Republic.
And I like how Mark Briggs is left in, the oldest guy on the field, Rodrigo Lopez, because how much magic have we seen at this stadium from this point onwards with that man involved?
Especially get a set piece, and he's a playmaker and undoubtedly might go down as one of the best USL Championship players of all time. Traeger, still work to be done here. Battery looking for a clean shot. Left side to win. Crossing this ball over, opportunity heading in, coming crashing in is Augustine Williams and trying to put the hurt in Sacramento 8.
That is surprising. The back of the net's not bustling right now because Augie Williams knows what a great chance that was for him, and credit has to go to Roro. He's put enough contact on him.
Republic with a late look. Charleston with a late look. Neither team able to capitalize at it.
You can see from his face there, he expected more of himself.
Again, Republican playing with just 10 men since the 36th minute. Luis Felipe, consecutive yellow cards, and was sent off. The Republic did score with 10 men on the field. Cicerone finding Jack Gurr. He made a nice play to put that right down the heart and underneath Troy Muse. As Trey Muse now has allowed 1 goal in each match. A draw against Phoenix in week 1, and they might have a draw here if they can hold on for a couple more minutes, but each team trying to see if they can break through, get that 1 extra clean look on goal, come away with 3 points. Archimed applying pressure to Dotson. Bovara left side to Declan Wynn. He's been more active since the Republic went down to 10 men. Credit to Allen, he stayed on the pitch after earning a yellow card 11 minutes in. Wynn crossing this ball in, Zico Lewis gets a foot to it, finding Timmer. And ball sent out of play. Allen, Atlanta United in 21, and Memphis in 22, and now Charleston in 2023. Republic 3 straight home matches here at Heart Health Park to start the season. On the road at El Paso in week 1, and 2, 3, and 4 at the confines here. They're going to have a good test. They've got some of the top clubs in the Western Conference from a year ago coming in. And that ball is sent out of play and will be a goal kick. But coming up for Republic, Adam, you've got San Diego and then Louisville. Of course, one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference the last couple of years, and then San Antonio on the road, and then you host Colorado Springs Switchbacks the week after that. So a very tough early stretch for Sacramento, and you'll have a very clear of where they stand. Well, where we stand tonight is it a 1-1 draw. Each team will come away with a point. Republic go down 10 men. They claw back to get a goal in the 55th minute on Jack Gurr. And Mark Briggs and company maybe don't feel exactly how they were hoping to feel at the beginning of the night, but a point is a point. And on opening night, that's their 3rd draw in the home opener in history, and it's our Western Health Advantage man of the match. It's Jack Gurr.
Thoroughly deserved, Jack Gurr. He whipped in a couple of great crosses, and he got that goal as well, that decisive goal that gained a point for Sacramento, and he's going to have a good year. I can sense, obviously, the assist last week, and then the goal today. It's a good start for him.
Good start for the Republic. They get 3 points on the road in week 1. They get a point here in week 2. In a fierce battle with the Charleston Battery. We'll have your full-time highlights coming up.
Secure your tickets online, sacrepublicfc.com/tickets. Republic FC fans, Rocket Brews is the official free.
The fun has begun. The Apex at Red Hawk Resort Casino is now Northern California's premier family fun destination. Get your heart racing on this spectacular 3-level indoor kart track. If bowling is up your alley, there are 18 lanes of fun at the Apex, plus a mind-blowing virtual reality arcade, incredible golf simulators, and one of the best sports bars anywhere. We're taking entertainment to a whole new level. It's the Apex at Red Hawk Resort Casino.
This is the look of a boy who had no hope of walking. A boy who had his spine rebuilt before he was born. A boy who now stays on his feet and keeps mom on her toes. UC Davis Health. From the extraordinary to the routine, we're discovering healthy and changing real people's lives right here in the Sacramento region. UC Davis Health. Discovering healthy.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for him. You guys go down to 10 minutes in the first half. Come out the second half with a different resurgence. Able to get that goal. What does that mean about this team?
The fans pushed us over the line in the end, so we're happy to take it away.
Welcome back to Sacramento. Rodrigo Lopez and company. They're going to be a bit gassed after this one. Had to put in some extra work after one less player on the pitch for the home side. Let's take a look at how it all went down. Out of the gate early, the energy was high. The home opener for Sacramento here in 2023. And right out of the gate, Russell Cicerone did not care about anyone. Comes in with a vengeance, and look at this strike. Just inches away from getting his first home goal.
I think the fans liked what they saw from him, and he's really unfortunate not to get his first goal there. But this was the 22nd minute, just the inability to get it clear, and then it's the follow-up. It's who's marking. You see 2 free players there for Charleston Battery, and that one's actually easy to diagnose. It's who was marking them and who missed their assignment. And then we see Luis Felipe, first yellow card there, nothing in it, and you can see why he's surprised. And the second one, it's unfortunate. He feels Icasa, he just extends his arm. He's not trying to hit him in the face, and if he does, it's minimal contact, and that is a tough way to leave a game.
It's brutal 1-2, especially the first one when you didn't make contact. But Sacramento, so down 10 men, still battling. Look at this, Russell Cicerone coming from Herrera, takes a deflection and a bit of athleticism coming from Jack Gurr to put it in the back of the net.
You mentioned at the time, right? That is not easy when it skips in front of you like that. And we saw with the goal for Vitiello, when a ball bounces in front of you, it's tricky.
Each team with golden chances in the end.
This is the one you got to reward yourself. He runs to the front post, Luther Archimed, and for all his effort, all his hard work, it's that final piece that kind of lets him down at times and could have been the hero.
The Sacramento would go to stoppage time, and a little bit of extra effort here coming from Augie Williams, and just not on target. So Williams and an opportunity there for Charleston Battery, not able to do it. Luther Archimed had a good look a couple minutes prior, but both teams will end the night with a goal and a point. As a fairly even match, though. You had physicality early on. You had both sides probably a little upset maybe the way the game was going to be called, but at the end of the day, they had to play their veteran sides, and I'll tell you what, Charleston, a much improved team from a year ago.
I expect them to have a good season. They will be really disappointed. They're 2 games into the season, 2 ties, and they feel they might have been able to win both, but positive things for them based upon the season they had last year.
And for Sacramento, it's not done yet. We're going to be at home here for a couple weeks. The Republic hosting the Loyal, and then Louisville City in consecutive weeks, and then on the road to San Antonio. Talked about it, Colorado Springs, and then Detroit. What a start to the year, and it's not going to be easy regardless the type of month that you're in, but for Republic, this is one heck of a way to reward yourself after a nice 2022.
Some good games coming up there, and the one at San Antonio, the reigning USL champs, that will be a good one.
Our upcoming schedule brought to you by Western Health Advantage, and here is our image of the match and also our man of the match, Jack Gurr, brought to you by Power Image Technology. He's been really good last 2 matches here, and you expect nothing less. He plays with the fire and energy that you want from a player, and another great effort. A point at home in the openers, their 3rd draw and their home opener in the history. Year number 10 for Sacramento. They're off to a good start. After 2 weeks in, they got 4 points, and they got a good schedule coming up. Hope to see you here next week against the San Diego Loyal. For our entire crew, for Ava Ponte, for Adam Moffitt, I'm Rob McAllister. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.